Well, hello, and welcome back, y'all. Today we are going to finish up my Pinterest build from yesterday. I did decide to go ahead and start working on the exterior a little bit, adding the back porch, a little cover for the porch. I did like this awning or this gazebo thingy, but I needed to kind of cover up that little piece under the one leg that was just kind of like hovering. At least the rest looked like they're built into the fencing, but that one needed a little work. So I did play around with that a little bit. Added some terrain paint around once I laid down a few other things. Threw out some activity and skill items. Started building a little pool. I figured they would just be something else that they could do, something else, another skill that they can work on. I did move the tree at one point because it was getting in my way when I was trying to put up the backyard together. So I moved the tree, but I do move it back later. So it will come back, I promise. And then here I am adding the rest of the terrain paint around the pool. I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted it, but I just kind of kept playing around, and I think I figured it out. I think it looks nice the way it ended up. Then, of course, the little path that you have to take to get to it. I don't know. I was just playing around trying to figure out something that might help it look a little bit nicer. In any case, we're about ready to jump into the complete walkthrough. So don't go anywhere. Just blink. And here we are. We are all done. I know the exterior doesn't look much different, but we are all done. Out here, I put the tree back. I got a little soccer ball, a swing set, got a little place to eat and grill out back. Cool pool. We don't have a lot of pool accessories, but that is all right. Little gardening section back there in the telescope. That's about it. This was nice. I like that because I didn't want to put a roof. So yeah, that's how it goes. Let's go inside. I will warn you, there isn't a ton of decor. This is a very neat and tidy home. So yeah, plus I didn't know what else to do. So in here you have the entryway, the light up top. We got a few things on the shelves here. You walk in, you take off your shoes, put your coats in that little closet there. And then you come around here and you can have a plop down on the sofa, watch some TV on the giant TV. I do have the little poofs here. I was thinking for the kiddo, you can pull out a poof, sit on it and watch TV. I was trying to find like an accent chair or something for the child, but it just wasn't working. So I just did a regular armchair and called it done. But we've got some decor, some things up on the walls, got plants. It's hard to decorate a home with tall walls because it always seems like something's missing. But I did the best I could. Little magazine right down there. You walk in here and here's your little breakfast table with the little bistro style chairs. I love that. We've got a coffee bar over here with the, what is that? The sweets maker. I can't remember what it's called. Groceries that they just dropped off and some items. It's the same shelf, but it looks different. I like that. Okay. And then the kitchen with just a little bit of clutter. Again, like I said, it's a very neat and tidy family. I wasn't sure exactly what kind of walls I wanted, but then I noticed that up top. That is from the pergola that's out back. So I was like, you know what? We're just going to make it part of the decor. It's just an accent piece. It's art. So I was trying to work with that in trying to find the right wall covering. And that's what I came up with. I don't think I mind it too much. I think it does look like a nice little accent art piece. And then I wasn't going to do curtains. But then I thought, no, I need to do curtains. Curtains look better. I know it looks weird because they're not hanging on the floor, but whatever. The only thing I don't like is, well, that's sitting directly on the oven or on the stovetop. And that one's like in the sink. But we're going to pretend that's not a thing and that it's, not going to cause a fire. Then in here, we have the dining room. I wanted it to be formal. And kind of try to keep with the kind of Victorian-esque feel. So I went with the parquet floor, some nice dining chairs, same curtains throughout the whole house, just different colors. They just fit perfectly with those windows. Some artwork and a nice little buffet over there with some fruit snacks and some coffee mugs. I like the dining room. It's nice. It's kind of weird that it doesn't have like an access through like the living room or something, but I don't know. I don't mind it so much, but it is your formal dining room. Now we go into the bathroom and there is the linen closet. There's absolutely nothing in here. I didn't do anything. But we've got a few little flower plants down there, some decor. That's the decor. And then the bathroom stuff, as well as the curtains, of course. because you need curtains or blinds or something in the bathroom. You just do. You know, it's privacy. Of course, doesn't really matter. Sims don't look through windows, apparently. They only walk in on you when you're in the shower. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to remind you to hit that like button, leave your comments, questions, and suggestions down below, hit that subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget that notification bell. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. So same curtains, like I said, got just a little bit of decor up here, a little area to sit and maybe read a book or two, got some lights hanging around. If we go through here, this is the main bathroom, or the only bathroom upstairs. We've got the double sink with the double mirrors. I know I've got copper over here. I've got silver and brass or gold. So yeah, 3 different kinds of metal. I couldn't match it. So I said, screw it. Let's just work with it. And I think it worked out okay. It's not bad. It's not great, of course, but it's not bad. And then your shower is just barely there, but I love it. I think it works great. Let's see. Then this room here is the office. Not a lot of stuff going on here, but we do have wall-to-wall bookshelves. Nice curtain, beautiful walls. I'm going to say this is that velvety wallpaper from back in the day. Again, trying really hard to stick with Victorian-esque with a little bit of modern thrown in there. I don't think I did very well, but I tried. Oh my God, what am I doing? This is the girls' room. Teen girl, very girly girl. Love the wallpaper, love the walls. Black, white, and pink. That's why she's got these 3 beautiful ladies up here. She's got some plants, a little bit of decor, her bed, more plants. Then we go into the parents' bedroom. Love this bed. I really like this room. I think some of the pictures could have done better. Like these over here, I could have probably found something a little bit better, but it's the best I could find. At this point, I think I was just getting really tired and my brain just said, nope, not today. But we've got some hanging plants. For once, I didn't have to size those down because of the tall, tall ceilings. But anyway, love this bed. I've never used this bed. And I don't know why, but I never have. And I absolutely love this swatch. I was thinking, like, again, like Victorian-esque. So I wanted a 4-post bed. And with all the scroll work and everything on the end of the bed, I was like, yeah, this is perfect. And then I found the rug. I was like, oh my God, I really like how this rug looks. So it's got the blue and the turquoisey teal kind of color. So I was like, yeah, that's perfect. And then there was a little bit of pink, so I threw up some pink on the walls. That's how that came to be. So that's it for the upstairs. Woo, we're gonna fly. Have you ever slid down the stairs before? I have. It's fun. I did it as a child. I did not do it as an adult. If I were to do it now as an adult, I would probably break a hip or break something, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, we go out here through the back door and it's just a concrete slab. There's no anything. It's just concrete. And yes, I know that's a folding table of sorts, but I don't really care. I couldn't find anything else that would match properly. That was the best I could find. So I will go in and I will do the additional terrain paint because a lot of times I tend to lose it, even if all I do is save it and then go back in and it's like gone. So I will do that before I upload it to the gallery. But there's the gate, there is the trash can, there is the fake car, because it's just gonna be fake. It's gonna be fake. And there's the home. That is the whole build. I know I did not put a fireplace in the house. I probably should have, but the living room wasn't big enough. If I put in a fireplace, the TV would have had to go up higher. And with it being such a giant TV, I don't think it would have looked nice. I don't think it would have looked good. So I just left it as is. But if you want, maybe I need to get out of this mode. That's why it's not working. We'll take a look down. This is the upstairs. I love how this turned out. It's very minimal, I know, but like I said, this is a very neat and tidy home. There's not a lot to clutter up anything. They don't like clutter. They hate it. But there's the top of the stairs here, the master bedroom, the kids' room, the office, and the bathroom. And then downstairs, you've got the living room, the mud room entry area, dining room, kitchen, bathroom. So that is all there is to it, y'all. If you want to download this one off the gallery, use it or redo it, it will be in the gallery under hashtag Victorian Pinterest, which is what I've titled it because I didn't know what else to title it. Lil Mama, Momma-One, and Pinterest in it of itself. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Get some inspiration. Maybe try something a little bit different. Make sure you hit like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, y'all, have fun.